Welcome back, everybody, to the Oklahoma State Cowboys Dynasty. We are here in neutral site action for Eastern Michigan and Oklahoma State in MAC conference play here in Canvas Stadium. Oklahoma State has the ball first. Neutral site action this week, just giving everybody a chance to come down to a place that neither team really gets to go all that often. But it's time for MAC conference play. Oklahoma State's starting it up. Schultz with a big block up front. Jake Schultz was able to take that for a 17-yard rush. Oklahoma State said they were going to be mixing up the playbook, mixing up some of the players they'd have on the team this week, putting in some backups where the backups don't normally come in, hopefully just to show off some extra talent, get everybody a little bit extra snaps, and really just hopefully shine off in what should be another cakewalk game for Oklahoma State. But of course that didn't end anywhere. But hey, sometimes you've got to warm up. Sometimes you can't just book it out immediately. Oklahoma State last week came off a great win over Kent State and absolutely demolished the MAC conference long stay. Now they're here against Eastern Michigan 1-2. Oklahoma State has risen from number 19 to number 16 at 3-0. Rangel tosses it out to Stribling, who's got some space and nearly recovered his feet, but a 45-yard reception, nothing to sniff at either, though. Hopefully it's going to be another great game for Oklahoma State, who's been on an absolute roll this season, starting off 3-0 undefeated. As the season continues, we're of course going to face tougher opponents, but for right now, Oklahoma State not only sitting on top of the MAC, but sitting at some of their best games they've had in years. Rangel's just breaking off, got locked up, taken down, 8-yard rush. Going to be 2nd and 2 for Garrett Rangel, the starter for Oklahoma State. Of course, they've had some pretty good games this season. Started off at Hawaii, moved on to Miami, Ohio, and then Kent State last week. Garrett Rangel is going to keep the ball, though, this time. There he goes. It's been a great season for Oklahoma State so far. They're sitting on top of the MAC. The only one that's come close is the Ohio Bobcats. Of course, always showing up strong in MAC conference play. The Ohio Bobcats, very long-staying team. And if the season continues the way it is, that's where this MAC conference is going to line up at the end of the season, with those two fighting it out for the championship. Oklahoma State just gives another run. Ryan Jones this time takes the ball. Ryan Jones, normally a tight end, backup tight end at that, just took the play there. Brought it in, get Oklahoma State on the board early here. And so far, as I was saying, that's been held true. Oklahoma State's faced a much different breed of contenders out here in the MAC. And so far, they've just shown why they were in Big 12 conference play to begin with. Jaden Nixon broke free of everybody. Big run. Jaden Nixon diving in there. Jaden Nixon, the backup halfback, just took that one to the house. Big run. Nobody was catching him. That's going to bring us up 14-0 here. Neutral site action in Colorado. Look at that boy go. Nobody's coming after him, and he just dives on in. Oklahoma State's got the ball again here in the second quarter. Eastern Michigan's drive once again fizzled out, but this time with a fumble. A fumble that led to them having to just punt it away. Big loss, unfortunately, but gives Oklahoma State some great field positioning. Rangel just takes the dump out to Bruce. Tries to get himself back to midfield, gets that 28-yard reception. Oh my lord, I'm hearing it up in the box here. Oklahoma State fans came to play today. This is one of the loudest stadiums we've heard all season. You can just hear them yelling their support for Oklahoma State. Nixon's in motion. Rangel backed out. Dumps it off. Ollie Gordon catches it for a big touchdown right there. We're already at 100 yards passing on the day. Any more games like this, Rangel may find himself in the Heisman race. He's doing great. Easier conference with a great quarterback can really turn things around for a team. And so far, that's what we're seeing today. Eastern Michigan's got nothing going on Oklahoma State. Their defense in full swing, and the offense firing freely. But these boys nonstop, hurry up. This could be the first time their offense gets stopped today, though. That would certainly be interesting to see. And Green got him. Green just takes him off, holding back another defender, fighting for those yards. Blaine Green, 48-yard reception. Blaine Green is a name that is being made this season, and it's because of plays right there that he's been making every week. Dumping past others, juking around, holding people off just to give himself those extra yards. What a great kid. If he keeps going like this, he's going to have a great season and a great career here at Oklahoma State. Gordon in motion, dumping around. Where's he going? Rangel tips it off to Green yet again. There's a flag on the play, though. Defense getting the face mask. Looks like that was on Blaine Green there. We saw him hop up, wondering what that call was about, jerking on his mask. Now that has put us there, down at basically the 2-yard line. Michigan's lining up, expecting a pass, but I don't know if I'd go for a pass right here. And Schultz once again keeps it, gets that 2-yard run. Oklahoma State scores again. 28-0 it's going to be here in the second quarter, first half. Not over yet. Ready for it, and he kicks it up, and it is good. 28-0 here in Colorado in this MAC conference game. Here we go again. Big ups. Rangel sees a man way out there. Oh, Stribling duck past the defender. Stribling duck past him. He's jerking all over the field. He dives in. 75-yard. That's how you start his second half on offense. Dejon Stribling having an absolutely fantastic game. Rangel saw that he had blocked past him again. Look at this. Beautiful. Jukes him out. 29 doesn't know where he is. Doesn't know where Dejon is. And he is gone. Look at that boy. 42-0 now. Oh, could you mercy kill a game any sooner? Look at that, just right up the uprights. Oh, it's beautiful here in Colorado. Not so beautiful if you're part of Eastern Michigan. But if you are an Oklahoma State fan, this is one of the best games you've seen them play in years. Big kickoff here. Gonna try and return it. Ducking out, but nothing going. Brought down just short of the 30-yard line. Look at that. That's all you need to know about this game right here. Total yards is 41 for Eastern Michigan, 435 for Oklahoma State. Probably going to shift away from the big passes. Let this drive last as long as it can. Oh, fumbled on the ground. Butler kicked it up. Gordon couldn't catch him. Looks like they were going for an option there, but that turnover is going to hurt them. That's probably going to give Eastern Michigan a chance to put some points on the board here. Ooh, if that had happened any earlier in this game, which it would have happened last season, we would have seen something like that last season. Early on in the first half, that would have just swung all the momentum away from Oklahoma State. But today it's happening far too late to matter, and Jalen Jackson just gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage there. Well, after that one, they're just going to go ahead and bring out the backups and put this game to rest because Flores is now out there at quarterback. Just going to let this one ride off into the sunset. Nixon, though, Jesus, look at that boy go. Nixon has all the speed in the world, gets that touchdown, 72-yard reception. Clearly, the backups aren't just interested in making names for themselves. They said, you know what, you want to take that fumble? We'll go ahead and give you one right back. Big old touchdown, ramming it down your throat. It's now 49-7. Oh. And that stuffed run by Jalen Jackson is gonna finish us off here today in Colorado for neutral site action between Eastern Michigan and Oklahoma State. Just an absolute teardown. Look at Rangel putting up 378 yards compared to the rest of the team at just 203. What a great game for all of these boys. What a great game for Garrett Rangel. Giving him some great motivation, letting him know he can still pull it off. Jaden Nixon, name we don't normally see on this team, is player of the game, and he deserves it. That's going to push Oklahoma State even better, hopefully up in the overall standings, but definitely keeping them on top of the MAC as they take down another conference opponent with some big numbers. That's going to do it for the Oklahoma State Cowboys Dynasty today. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like, and we'll see you next time.